sunny Newcastle, United Kingdom. Welcome back on board.
Hi everyone and welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to be trying something new and we're going to head out to a little anchorage called Herd Sands.
We're also going to take you exploring and show you the Collingwood Monument in Tynemouth and explain the links between Newcastle, the Battle of Trafalgar and Lord Nelson.
It's such a lovely day today, so before we set off we're going for a little wander around the marina.
There's not a lot of wind today, so it's quite a good day to try anchoring. However, what wind we do have is coming from the east, so it might be a little rolly out there.
So we're going to head out of the marina, make our way down the river to sea, to our anchorage at Herd Sands.
So I'm going to do a quick engine check before we set off. Now, if I'm being honest, this is not something that I used to do, but through learning and experience, it's a really good thing to do every time you go out. It's not a detailed check that I'm doing. All I'm going to do is check the oil, and I'm just going to check to see if everything looks okay. So I'm checking if there's any leaks that weren't there before, or any patches of oil or anything like that. So the first thing I'll do is check the oil. So the dipstick is here. That's good, that's on full. And everything looks good. There's no leaks, oil or anything that I can see. I'm now going to check the sail drive oil. I don't think that's something that I need to check every single time that we go out, but we did change it last autumn, so I just want to check, see what it looks like. To do that, we just need to go to the back of the engine, which is in our cabin. So this is the back of the engine, and this unit here is our sail drive, which goes down to the propeller under the boat. And that's got its own oil, so I'm just going to check that one. I'm just going to put the camera down a minute while I do that. Yep, that was on full. As you can see, the oil is still nice and clear, so I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so now we've done our checks, everything's fine, and we're ready to start the engine. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is open the seacock, which is down here. Just so that the seawater can get in to cool the engine. Second thing we're going to do is put the power on for the cranking battery. So here we've got the power for the domestic house batteries, and underneath we've got the power for the cranking battery. I'm not sure why there's two switches, but here we go. Okay, so the next thing we do is go out into the cockpit to the engine control panel, switch the unit on, then we put it into neutral and just put a little bit of revs on and press the button. Another check that we do is just to make sure that water's coming out of the exhaust, because if it wasn't, the engine would overheat. Okay, so we're going to set off now. There's not much wind out there, so we're actually going to try anchoring for the first time. Royal Keys Marina, this is Takazar, over.
Station call Royal Keys, over.
Just requesting a lockout, over.
We're round now, I'm just getting it ready, over.
Okay, thank you. Takazar standing by. Right, we're going to go in.
All I want, me and you.
So we've done it, we've anchored. Seems to be holding really well actually. It's a little rolly because we've got easterly winds at the moment, so the wind is coming straight off the sea. But it's a lovely day, it's gorgeous and sunny. Just making a deluxe cheese sandwich.
Super Royal Keys, no, if you just stand by.
So we're anchored in the South Shields Anchorage, and behind me you can see the beach at South Shields. It's quite busy today and I can hear the fairground. If I spin round, behind me is Tynemouth and further down North Shields, and this way is the mouth of the River Tyne, which goes into the North Sea. The winds are coming from the east, so it is a little rolly. We've just re-anchored actually and tucked ourselves a little bit further towards the beach as the river currents were pushing us beam onto the swell, so it was making it quite uncomfortable and rolly, and we had like pots and pans flying everywhere inside. So we tucked ourselves a bit further in. We've got 3.5 metres under the keel now, and we're now bow into the swell, so it's a lot more comfortable. So we're now just sitting out chilling.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
So this is the King Seaways, just departed from Newcastle and is off to Amsterdam. That's a little bit of wake from the ferry that's rocking us.
We've just popped across to the Collingwood Monument, which we could see from our anchorage.
Collingwood Monument was built in 1845, and on the top there's a statue of Lord Collingwood. It was built to recognise his success in the Battle of Trafalgar on the 21st of October 1805. Collingwood was born in Newcastle in 1748 and joined the Royal Navy when he was just aged 12. He became Lord Nelson's right-hand man and commanded his own flagship vessel, the HMS Royal Sovereign. During the Battle of Trafalgar, Lord Nelson was shot and killed, and Collingwood took his position, assuming command of the entire British fleet. He died in service on board the ship Ville de Paris on the 7th of March 1810 and is buried next to Lord Nelson in St Paul's Cathedral.
These cannons are the exact ones from his ship, HMS Royal Sovereign, which launched on the 11th of September 1786. Those of you that are into your crime dramas will recognise this spot. It was a murder scene in Series 11 of Vera.
Tyne VTS, is the sailing vessel Takazar, over. We're just leaving Herd Sounds Anchorage and heading back to Royal Keys, over.
The anchor held really well in quite rolly conditions, so we both feel a lot more comfortable now heading further up the coast to different anchorages.
We also used Anchor Pro as our anchor alarm, and we set a depth alarm on our log just to alert us in case there was any dragging. We really recommend Anchor Pro as it's free and it's easy to use and gave some really accurate information. It's good to know that all our nav equipment is now fully working and talking to each other. Over the last few months we've had a few problems with it, but Gav's turned into the ship's electrician and spent quite a lot of time last week trying to get it all working. So the problems is the chart plotter had intermittent power issues. It turned out to be a faulty connection on the power lead, so we've managed to fix that. And the VHF radio and the AIS system weren't talking to the chart plotter. So the chart plotter transmits GPS coordinates to both systems. That was a problem with the data cables. The connections had gone bad, so Gav sorted that out and everything is fully talking to each other now. We also noticed that our VHF radio didn't have our MMSI number in it, which meant that if we had to put a distress call out using the DSC, it wouldn't have transmitted our details as well as our position. So we've managed to sort that out now as well. And a massive thank you to Rob and Lynn from Yacht Laura, also known as the Sailing McHales. You really helped us out by giving us the upgrade for our chart plotter, Navionics. So thank you very much. We now have a fully up-to-date chart plotter. Before we were on C-Maps, and I never really liked C-Maps to be honest, and I always wanted Navionics, and now I've got it. So thank you so much, and also thank you for the fishing rod too. We'll be trying that out in the near future.
This is just the start of our first summer sailing season and we can't wait to get out there and show you some of this amazing coastline. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe because it really does help grow our channel.
Big thanks to everyone who has supported us through our Ko-fi page. You're all amazing. And if anyone else wants to support our journey to keep Takazar sailing and us making this content, please head over to our Ko-fi page. That's it for this week, so thank you for watching.
See ya.